for some football and hope you are too. Welcome to East Rutherford, New Jersey, everybody, and MetLife Stadium. Today, half of the AFC East ready to square off between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. Welcome to another entertaining matchup, folks. Kate Scott, Brock Ewart on the call in this one. And Brock, got a couple of running backs down on the field who can really take over their offenses when they get in the groove.
And I think that's going to be the ultimate goal of both of these offenses, right? I mean, there's just no confusion about it. They want to get their bell cow in that groove and get them going. Find that rhythm where they're ripping off chunk yardage run after run and then just keep on feeding that beast. In a game like this, whichever offense can get that rhythm and run game going first is likely going to be your winner.
Eskridge to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. I know you love this guy, Brock, a fellow lefty like you, now in his 6th season, Tua Tagovailoa.
Unfortunately, those injuries returned last season. Katie played his fewest games since his rookie season 11. It was pretty obvious, too. Those Dolphins, 6-5 with him, 2-4 without him. He's a difference maker.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Opening carry for Devon Achane. We'll cobble together a yard there. That's Harrison Phillips there for the stop.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Tua off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
And now this defense is on that sack board and sets up a pretty good chance here on 3rd down. It's a little bit like blood in the water with sharks when it comes to taking sacks. You can feel it as a quarterback. Once that defense gets one, they're hungry for another.
Defense gunning for a stop here. It's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Finds his back, Achane. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, you do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did.
Now it's Jake Bailey who's out to punt this for the Dolphins. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. And he'll take in the fair catch just above the 35. So the Jets take the field for their first drive. Leading him out now in his 5th season here in the NFL. Won 4 of his 6 starts last year. Justin Fields.
There's still lots of people around the NFL that believe that Justin Fields' best football's in front of them. Major believers of him as an upper-tier quarterback. And the reason why, Kate, is he's got physical traits that are just unique and different. He can run it like a running back, and he can spin a football as well. In fact, that running ability is some of the best in the game. But just continuing to build and refine his game as a passer between the tackles, that would be the key to the longevity of his career. That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down. Man in motion, headed right. Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. Down the sideline inside the 40. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. They strike for 23 yards. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Fields. locates Adonai Mitchell. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Hall running between the tackles. And get forward about 5 yards, looks like. It's 2nd down now.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Out of the shotgun, Fields. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That throw was looking for Mason Taylor. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact.
And he will score. Touchdown, New York. The Jets get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. It's a Justin Fields touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith. Right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Point after by Folk is up and good. And the Jets will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Dolphins nothing.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Here comes Malik Washington. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So Miami headed out for its 2nd drive of the game. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening 1st down as they take the field a 2nd time. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Tagovailoa. That one's caught along the left sideline. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a 1st down.
I know they may have wanted to throw that pass a little bit sooner, but I'll tell you what, that receiver's ability to navigate his way across the entire field really set up the space he needed to complete the huge gain.
With Achane here out of the gun. Good defensive effort here, drives them back across midfield onto their own side.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down. Tua now from the gun. This is caught by Jalen Waddle. And talk about a good game when they needed it. That's 13 on 2nd down. Now only a yard to go here on 3rd. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Here's 2 on the sneak. They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard.
Certainly dropped these quarterback keepers anticipating a whole lot more yardage, but I think it could be overlooked there since they did pick up the first down. If anything, they could see what kept it to a small gain over there on the sidelines, and they'll come back to it on the next set of downs.
Off the play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, he's keeping it again.
Oh, man, those defensive players hate slippery quarterbacks. Near impossible to keep them hedged in or corral them behind the line there. He evades them long enough to turn a potential loss into positive yardage.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. First carry now. This is Ollie Gordon. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, defense, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. Tagovailoa keeping it on the sneak. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard. That's another Dolphins first down. A gain of 1 yard.
Calm,
First down,
cool,
Dolphins.
collected from this offense. Love to see it. No tunnel vision on what down it was. Just focused on executing the play in front of them.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Tight end motioning right. And the shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. Gets it to the 15. And he's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be first down, Miami.
You know what I call that play, Kate? I call that a confidence injector. It just injects belief in that O-line, that running back, and most importantly, that play caller knowing he can call a run and he can get a first down too.
Working inside the red zone. Defense is too much here. The Jets drag him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Steps up and he's running with it. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Dolphins cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. Tua Tagovailoa with the touchdown. And this distance, a very dangerous player on any pass play because, Brock, as he's scanning the field to throw for the end zone, he's looking for an avenue to run it too.
Kate, this is exactly why it's never been harder to play defense in the NFL. The precision and the execution in the passing game, the efficiency has never been better. But then when you do cover it up, you got guys like this who can scramble and make you pay with their legs.
Patterson able to connect on the point after. And the Dolphins tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. On the return, here comes Kene Wangu. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. The second drive coming up now for the Jets offense. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
They've got first down from the 31. Shotgun snap to Fields. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. Looking for Mason Taylor that time. And that'll bring up second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Ball takes it straight ahead. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Willie Gay there on the tackle.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Third and long for him here. Finds the in route complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
Jets, first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
1st and 10. Here's Fields. Pass complete to Mechie. He's quickly taken down with a gain across midfield. They're now to the opposing 47. It's a pickup of 11. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
47-yard line.
So we're through 1 quarter of this AFC East contest. Both teams neck and neck so far. More from MetLife coming right up. Time for the 2nd quarter of play. It's Jets football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. From the gun, it's Hall. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Fields out of the gun. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And a nice gain here, but it's stopped short of the first.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
They're going to try to pick it up with an option left. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Now on 4th down, here's Austin McNamara out to punt for the Jets. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10.
The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone. But the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You see that sweep blown up before it gets to the outside, you know defensively tremendous anticipation, but even more, better execution.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Completed over the middle. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
That's to Waddle again. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
5 still to go here. This is second down. Tua out of the pistol. He's got it. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it'll be first down, Miami.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Running left, here's Achane. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
That's another Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball, right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And second down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
Well, you call that superior coaching from one sideline, who saw what was coming and made the right call. As soon as that sweep began, it went right into the waiting arms of the defense.
All right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's second and 12. Tua looking to throw. He takes it himself. And Tagovailoa hits the turf, sliding down after picking up the first.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for a Dolphins first down. First and goal, Miami.
Breaking the huddle. Here's first and goal. There's the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
The loss sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's second and goal. Switching it up here. Tagovailoa to throw. No place to go, so he just threw it away. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup.
Yeah.
Unless you're already committed to going for it on fourth, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
On third and goal, it's Tagovailoa. And he's going to score a touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins take a second quarter lead. Tua Tagovailoa with the touchdown.
Just a tremendous effort. And really, this is a play where you can look at the facial expressions of the two sides and know exactly what happened. Offensively, you are smiling from ear to ear that your quarterback's a difference maker. Defensively, just demoralized that you couldn't find a way to stop that scramble.
Patterson on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dolphins break that tie and now lead by 7.
Jets 7.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Wangu now to return. Jukes away from one. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Now here comes the New York offense. It's a touchdown ball game right now, Brock. 14-7 as they start this possession. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Next with his back, Hall. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
On 1st down, here comes Hall. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Field. Has it in close. Into enemy territory and a yard at most from the first. That brings up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. And it's the Jets with only a yard to go here on 3rd down. Offense headed to the line, just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. 3rd down give to Hall. Trying to get this one outside, Brock, but he did not make it. They stopped him right at the line of scrimmage. He's short. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. Malik Washington will return this for the Dolphins. Miami set to take over once again on offense. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. They run the counter to H.N. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. And stick with H.N. They stuck with him and got the same result. He is stopped at the line once again to quickly bring up third down. The Jets take their first time out. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on third. Trying to lob that one in, but no luck.
I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
So the Dolphins readying for the punt. And he's only a handful of yards from his own goal line. And he's brought down before the return gets far. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Short pass brought in. Finds a little room there, gets him about 3 yards. They're up to the 43.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
2nd down now. They need 7. Now Fields. He gets it again to Mitchell. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. 1st down throw for Fields. Now he takes it. This gets down to about the 36-yard line. That's Sealer there to bring him down.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
Here's Fields to throw. That's caught. He finds Allen Lazard. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Timeout called by the Jets. That's their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Fields. Hits his running back. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
So a 1-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks for that update, Scott. Welcome back, everyone, for the 3rd quarter. Had a 1-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Here's Isaiah Davis on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So here's the Jets offense getting ready to start our third quarter. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Fields. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the second half. Trailing, you got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to protect your quarterback, and they didn't either.
In a real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up 2nd down and 21. Field throwing here. Taylor going downfield. It's caught. He does it. Touchdown, New York. The Jets cutting to the lead coming out of halftime. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Folk on now to try the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Jets tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Eskridge on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense returning to the field now for the Dolphins. It's all squared up again following that touchdown, partner, so some added importance on this series. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. Heads out on the bootleg. Finds his back. This is Ollie Gordon. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. Stopped after a gain of 2, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Two and out from the gun. Oh, he's going to run for it. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
A gain of 3 yards. And the Dolphins, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Trust. Kate, it is such a big part of playing the quarterback position. Yeah, you got to trust you can make the right reads in the passing game, but sometimes these little runs that just get that first down, it gains further equity, further trust with your play caller, and most importantly, gives you a first down for the offense.
Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Throw to the right, finds Waddle. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
And off running left, it's Achane. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Jarvis Brownlee there to make that play.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Achane again. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6. Throw here, 3rd down. Flush down out to his left. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
That's another Dolphins first down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Miami.
Achane on the toss right. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down.
That's a pretty good look right there at the struggle offensive linemen have. Athletically, they're just not as fast as these linebackers, and if they don't win early, those linebackers outrun them and make a play like that behind the line.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Running back sent in motion. This time it's a passing play. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Thomas on the coverage.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Puts some air under it, deep down the left. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Punting unit out now. Jake Bailey's going to kick it away. You are not going to see a better punt than that. He picked the perfect angle, and it flies out of bounds at the 1. No chance at a return. The Jets offense now set to take over. They're looking at the entire field in front of them. A long drive ahead, Brock, as they start out very close to their own goal line. New York to the line. 1st and 10. Well, I'm not seeing the signal for a safety, Brock, but he did not dodge it by much. That run just gets back to the line.
No gain on the
That right there, my friends, is exactly the kind of pressure and intensity you expect from a defense. each of these next 2 snaps as well. They want to keep you pinned right there against your own end zone and force you into a very risky punt.
From the end zone, Fields. Now here he goes. And he covers up after a nice gain right near that marker. Going to need a little bit more now on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Fields sneaking it. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 2. And the Jets, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the
That's a
12-yard
BYOB.
line.
You got to be your own blocker. It would have taken the entire defense piling on to stop him from getting that 1st down. Well done.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a gift to Hall. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Jack Jones making that tackle.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 14-yard line.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Fields out of the gun. That's him on the quick hitter. Tackle made right around the 26. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. Handoff running left. Here's Hall. He runs it up to midfield. And they're going to have it all the way down near the 25.
Coming off that carry, I'd go right back to him. Not a hotter hand on the field right now. Get that man the rock.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. On the keeper, here's Fields. And keeping the zone read costs him. He takes a hit, loses some yards, too.
QB runs can be some of the most difficult plays for these defenses, but not for the defense right there. Did their homework, and they get an A+ for how they defended that play.
Offense to the line, 2nd down. Back to throw, here's Fields. Connects with Mechie. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st.
Well, nothing very fancy about that. That's just a textbook curl route. I think they were running curl routes last century, and it's a play that works a high percentage of the time then, just like it did now.
Play number 9 of the drive. It's going to be 3rd and 5 to go. Fields to throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
That's another Jets 1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
We're still tied through 3 here. Neither defense has given an inch in this one. It's still a tie ball game, 14 points apiece as we get ready for the 4th. Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up 1st and goal. They'll run here, it's Hall. The Jets take a 4th quarter lead. Breece Hall with the touchdown. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. Volk on now to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Jets break that tie and now lead by 7.
21. Dolphins 14.
It's all lined up. Volk ready to send this one flying. Eskridge on the return. Escapes a defender. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Miami offense headed out there now. And they're taking the field knowing that they need a touchdown here, Brock. More pressure on them now than they've had any drive so far this game.
Well, our colleague, Charles Davis, has a line for a spot just like this. Pressure, it can burst pipes, but can also create diamonds. Let's see what the outcome of this pressure is going to be.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achan. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Finds him on the crossing route. Gets it up to the 35, but this is short. 3rd down coming up.
I love crossing routes versus zone defense. Those zone defenders are dropping to their spots. And with all of that horizontal action, they often get lost in zone coverage just like that.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. Here's 2 on the sneak. And he's going to be touchdown as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
It's a gain of 2. And the Dolphins 1st down. A pickup of 2 yards. 1st down, Dolphins.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the 1st down.
They send the tight end in motion. Running with Achan here out of the gun. Great work there to evade the tackle, but the rest of the run, pretty forgettable. No gain there.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Tagovailoa working from the pistol. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback, but on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Extra man in the secondary for the Jets now. 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Their punter making his way out now. And they could really use a good one here. Return amounts to much. They bring him down. The Jets are headed back out there now, led by Justin Fields. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. Looking to throw Fields. Completed over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Between the tackles. And he's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
That's another Jets first down.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Fields gets it out wide quick. And they make this stop, we're going to say about the 37-yard line.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Play action now, it's Fields. Forced down to his right. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. But the problem, defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers, and they got one right there with that sack.
So a dime look defensively from the Dolphins here on this 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. They'll make a bid for it on the ground. And Fields slides down safely as he picks up the first.
13 yards on the play. That's another Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Here's Hall running his own read. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap to Fields. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
You can put that sack right into the coverage sack category. You can see the quarterback, he's scanning, right? He's going through his progressions. 1, 2, 3, nobody's open. And then bam, sack lunch.
Offense going with a 4-receiver set, 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Going deep here for the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Thought he had a touchdown there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, he did. And that'll push it to double digits in a two-possession game.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a two-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Washington now to return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to go as they take the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Throwing the out route complete. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down, Miami.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
He takes it himself. This is going to be down to, it looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
That's another Dolphins first down. It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Miami.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Dolphins down by 10. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's first and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
Complete to Julian Hill. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 28-yard line.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Tua off the play fake. Right back to Hill. This is caught. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's first and 10. And the shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. And that's going to be a gain of 8 on first down. Following the run, we see he's still out there dealing with some sort of injury. They'll head out to check on him. Nice run last play. Sets up second and 2. Here's Tua. All the left side. Touchdown, Miami! The Dolphins making a 4-point game here in the 4th. Jalen Wright with the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
This would put it back within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal would tie this game in the 4th.
Dolphins 21.
Approaching the final minute here, they need to find a way to defy the odds and get this back. And the Jets are able to recover the kick. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Ooh, can't get it back on the onside kick. Can still get a final chance with a quick 3-and-out, though, albeit not with a lot of time for them left to work with.
Yeah, Kate, unless they can force a miracle turnover, and we've seen that before, a 3-and-out is really the only avenue remaining. Defense, go buckle it up.
The Jets and Breece Hall about set to go on offense. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones, continuing to hit this defense. More good numbers well into this second half. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. From the gun, it's Hall. He still has room inside the 30. And he's finally hauled down at the 12. Miami calls a timeout here. It's second. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
That's good for a Jets. First down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. This will be a nice win for the Jets, who draw closer to it as they take a knee. Back into that favorite formation they go, Brock, forcing those guys to burn a timeout. So the win goes to the Jets. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths. Because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.